Hey everyone, Ann Stewart, Principal Broker with eXp Realty in the Stewart Group Real Estate Group, here today to talk about, Ann, I need to sell my house to buy the next one. How do I do it in this crazy market of 2021? Stay tuned. Hey everyone, today's topic is on a lot of people's minds. It is, Ann, how do I sell my house to go buy the next one in this crazy market of 2021? Well, there's good news and there's bad news. So the good news is you can do it, but the strategy is going to be different this year. The bad news is that we no longer can write contingent offers. About a year ago, it was kind of the same thing, but the market was still a little bit loose enough that we could sometimes get away with doing contingent offers, or at least being in escrow and then writing offers. This year, no way. It's not starting off like that at all. Don't even consider writing a contingent offer. Don't even consider writing an offer contingent on the closing of your home, which I know you were thinking about. You're like, well, what happens if I sell my home and I'm waiting to close? It just isn't competitive enough. As you might have seen out here in this real estate market or listened to some of my other videos, we are just not able to do that at all. End of story. I can't advise you to do it. You'll be homeless. You don't want to be homeless. So what do we do? What are the alternatives? How do we make this work? Well, first of all, I'm going to make a recommendation. Number one is double check with your loan officer if it's really possible that you can't buy before you sell. Recently had a client come to us with this exact circumstance, and by the time we ran them through the pre-approval process, they actually realized they could comfortably go buy the house that they wanted to buy before selling their existing one. And sometimes there's some financing pieces to that go into play. And other times they realize, oh, okay, I can set up my down payment this way versus having to wait for it to come through on the sale. So just before you cross that bridge, check with your lender and see if that's a viable option, a comfortable option for you. The second thing is the real answer for most people is going to be you need to sell before you buy. So the great news about that is that when you're a seller in this market, you're going to experience what most sellers are experiencing in this market, which is usually a fast-paced market, great offers, great prices, great terms. And in some cases, we can negotiate some of that rent back if needs be. Not a ton, but some, and in some cases, considerable rent back. Just depends. And that might give you a little bit more flexibility or freedom to, move into a transitional house or go into a rental or figure out plan B. But you definitely want to have a plan going in on this. Never, never, never just throw your house on the market and not have a plan. In most cases, it's wise to do a rental, meaning you're going to go into a rental property. I know what you're already thinking. You're like, well, I have to sign a lease. Well, you might have to do a lease. You might have to do a 6-month lease or a year lease, but look at it like this. By the time you sign a lease and you sell your house and you're now in your rental property, you have money in the bank. You can freely look and take your time. You're not under any stress for this process to go quickly, or you have to sacrifice the type of home that you're going to go buy. And more importantly, you're not going to be writing contingent offers. So it is really important for you to consider doing it that way. So that way it's, one part of this process is over with and you can focus on the next. And in some of cases, a lot of our buyers are saying, hey, we're going to sell our house in this great market and we're going to wait a year. We're going to figure out what the market's going to do in a year, even if it goes up or, interest rates shift. That's just the comfortability that they're trying to figure out. And it also gives them the ability to kind of explore and take their time looking. And when the time comes and if the right house comes up, they can, make the offer. So you just have to really have a plan in this market. Don't go about it blindly. I know no answer is going to be 100%. Everybody always says, well, I want to, sell my house and go buy the next one right after that. But it just doesn't work in this market at all. I can't advise it. Can't recommend it. So don't do it. Anyway, I hope that helps. Let us know if we can help in your strategy and your situation. We're always here for you guys.